Hodge, after 2 incredible years in blue, you've extended your stay by signing a new contract ahead of the start of the new season. How are you feeling?
Yeah, delighted to get it done. There was a small bit of uncertainty in the off season, but really pleased to get everything sorted now, and really excited by the challenge that faces in the next couple of years. Excited by the new management that have come in. Since they've come in, I suppose there's been a lot of change at the club. A lot of players have moved on, a lot of players have come in, and I think we're in a good position at the minute. And it's been very enjoyable, first and foremost, to work under the manager and his assistant, and the rest of the staff. So it's been a great pre-season, and I'm delighted to still be here.
You're not just another player, Pod. You're our club captain, and you've captained us with at such a high level the last few years. How's it felt for you personally to lead the club every week?
It's been a huge honour to captain the club. I was very thankful to Keith Long for giving me the opportunity to captain the team and the club. And it's a massive club. It's a proud club that has a very rich history in Irish football. Some of the names that I've played throughout the years for the club. The likes of Alfie Hale and that. To follow in footsteps of people like that. Was very proud of moment for me and for my family, and to see my family obviously get to go to majority of games now that we're a lot closer to home than where I have been for the majority of my career being away. So that's been huge. My little boy loves the fact he's always on about there's a couple of captain's armbands at home, and between him and my little girl, once a week or twice a week they put them on and walk around the place in it. So it was really proud moment to be named captain last year, and to continue it on. I'm very pleased, and I want to do the club proud.
Well, speaking of proud moments, you finished as the top scorer in the Premier League in both your seasons here. That must be a personal proud thing for you.
Yeah, it is. Look, it's obviously you want to go out and do your job as well as you can. And in the last couple of years, I feel like I've trying to do my job as best as I could. I obviously want to push on again this year and next year, and try, I suppose, emulate the last few years. But equally, I'd swap all of that if it meant that we had a better season as a club, and we pushed on that way. And that's really what we need to do now. We need to start looking upwards and onwards, and go from there. And any personal accolades can be pushed away towards the end of the season. If stuff happens, then it happens. If you get awards, fair enough. But I'm one that's always kind of put team accolades before personal accolades, and that'll always continue to happen. The other ones will come if they're going to go, or going to come. So, to me, it's all about the team and putting yourself before the team. So hopefully this season is a better season for us. We're not dragging on into the playoff like last year, which was a really tough time for everyone at the club. It was nervous times, not knowing what was going to happen in the future if worse come to fruition again against Bray. This year is about trying to right the wrongs of last year and try to look upwards.
As we sit here, we're just days away from the new season kicking off. How excited are you to get into action Friday night at the RSC and under John Daly?
Very excited. We've been back pre-season since the 10th of December. It's been a long time, and you can ask any footballer, and pre-season is all about getting fit and staying fit throughout, with not having an injury and getting into the first game of the season. And you build up for so long, and you have so long to wait for this game. I think since the Bray game, it'll be 92 days since we've played a competitive game of football on grass as well. Yeah. Well, you could say it probably wasn't grass that night in Tulka Park actually, but to have Shells at home for that as the first game, our first home game of the season for the third year in a row as well. We know how tough it is, but it's exciting. It's every player wants to play in these games. Every player wants to be ready for the start of the season, and we're ready to go. We're chopping at the bit, and we're desperate to get it started and hopefully start with a win.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned, lots of comings and goings, lots of changes. There's plenty of new faces in the squad this year, but some real big names added to our side, with some new attacking faces added as well. I'm sure that will only help improve improve each of you each week?
I think so. Yeah, there's obviously we've got stuff to build on from last year. You know, re-signing Conan was a huge moment for the club. It's probably the biggest signing of the off-season, even though he was here last year. But it shows the ambition of the club and where the club wants to get to. And then you've got leaders at the back: John Mann, Hayden Cann coming in as well, Luke Heaney in the middle. You know, Evan McLaughlin, Benny Couto, Conor Carty. Like, we're talking about some very, very good players here. So we've been working hard in pre-season to try get to gel with each other and try implement the manager's style of play. And obviously there's going to be changes here and there. Whether we obviously will want to play a specific way, but there might be games where we have to play differently. But as I said, we're all ready to go. We feel like we've really gelled in the off season as a group, even though I suppose there's been so much change. We've been living in each other's pockets nearly almost every day, bar a few days over Christmas. So yeah, we're all ready to go. Everyone's raring to go, and we're hopeful that, you know, the new lads can come in and we can hit the ground running straight away and as I said, get off to a good start.
Last season, a lot of turbulence, I think it's fair to say. Obviously, all ends well and all that kind of stuff. If you had a message for the fans for this season, Pádraig, what would it be?
Well, first and foremost, thank you very much for your support last year. There was times we probably didn't deserve it, and you were there week in, week out, and, you know, whatever the result, we always got backed. We listened. If there was criticism, we stood there and we listened to it, and look, we tried to get it right, and, you know, we were in a position at the end of the season where nobody wanted to be in. But sometimes it's about digging in as a club, and sometimes you have to take a step backwards to maybe go forward again. And I think this year hopefully will be a lot better, and there'll be a lot more things to shout about. All you can expect from us on the pitch is we'll give you absolutely everything. As we know, you'll give us everything off the pitch. So, you know, we'll do that on the pitch. There'll be times when we give everything and it won't be enough. You know, we'll be beaten by a better side maybe, but lack of effort won't be one thing that we'll be accused of this year, and we're raring to go. So please stick with us for the year, and hopefully it's going to be a successful year.
Well, Pádraig Amond, a new season, a new manager, a new deal for you. Best of luck for the season.
Thanks very much.